Welcome to the Miracle You, guiding you on the journey towards finding passion and purpose, and how to discover, create, and live a life by your design. Whether your success has been plentiful or your missed opportunities have been overwhelming, we can help you become a more empowered, masterful person and show you how to share your gift with the world. It's time to inspire change from within with the host of the Miracle You, Vince Kramer.
Hello, imagination. I'm Vince Kramer, your host, and welcome to the Miracle You, where you learn about the magic of living your life by finding the example in real life.
I know you've heard from me before about the importance of understanding that the circumstances in our lives give us opportunities to grow, to develop, to create gifts and bring those gifts to the world later on as we discover our purpose and start bringing our purpose to the world. Many of these circumstances that happen aren't circumstances that we would necessarily want in our life. We've created or co-created something that shows up that doesn't make sense. It might scare us. It might make us wonder why things happen to us, but we're truly not victims in our lives. We truly are the creators and co-creators. And when these moments of choice show up, something that is so drastic in our life that it makes us look at life a different way, that gives us an opportunity to truly examine ourselves, learn who we are, learn why we're here, learn what we're meant to do in the world. And as we uncover those things, it gives us an opportunity to share that with people in a way that can help them on their journey. Those circumstances, as I said, could be something that we might believe that we would never create ourselves, but quantum physics brings us the understanding that as the observers of our lives, we're truly the creators of our lives. On today's episode, we're going to look at one of those circumstances, one of those moments of choice, and how it turned around the life of an individual, and it will turn the life of many children around. I'm with Chance Jackson today. Chance is a Georgian native, born to Native American parents. While growing up in Smyrna, Georgia, he played football for 9 years on the high school team and also at the collegiate level. After graduating with his bachelor's degree in communications and media studies, Chance lived abroad in Beijing, China from 2018 through 2019. In China, he encountered some experiences that changed and shaped his life in ways that he would never have imagined. His experiences in China led him to writing his first book, 14 Days in Beijing, which is ranked #1 over 15 times on Amazon in multiple genres. Chance Jackson, are you ready to share the miracle of you with the imagination?
Hey man, the universe has chosen me, so you know what I'm saying, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Let's do it.
All right, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today, and you've got such an amazing story to tell. Before we look at your story, Chance, could you share a little bit about what you're doing in the world right now?
I'm a teacher. I'm working all over the school for real, wherever they need me at. I also coach high school football. I coach the DBs, defensive backs, for those that are football fans out there. In addition to that, you know what I'm saying, I also sell my books, you know what I'm saying, of course, through Amazon, and I get my own personal copies in. I sell a lot in, you know what I'm saying, at vendings and pop-up shops and just, you know what I'm saying, in the streets for real, you know what I'm saying, just move my books in the streets. And then in addition to all of that, I'm partnered with a nonprofit organization. We work with teenagers, with kids. We work with the youth, honestly, in education, life skills, athletics, you know what I'm saying, you name it, you know what I'm saying. So where I come into play primarily is with the troubled teens. And we use my book, 14 Days in Beijing, as a part of our lessons, our life skill lessons. So yeah, I got my hands dipped in a bunch of different things, you know what I'm saying. Just really just trying to figure out my purpose, you know what I'm saying. That's been the journey ever since football ended for me. So I experienced a lot and got to do a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying. I'm just getting closer and closer to figuring out what it is that I'm passionate about, what I want to do, you know what I'm saying, who I am, and you know what I'm saying, what am I here for? So yeah, just on this journey, just running a couple marathons, trying to get established.
Excellent. You know, as we go through life and the experiences that we have, there's gifts in them for us to help us learn a little bit more about who we are, to help us develop exactly what we bring to the world. And sometimes we have some circumstances that are really moments of choice for us, some wake up calls for us to look at life in a different way. And I know that you headed over to China, was going to teach English in China. And as things developed over there, as we see many times, there's things out of our control that show up, circumstances that happen that really, really grab a hold of us and get our attention. And I know you had one. Could you share the wake up call that you experienced in China with us?
So yeah, the wake up call I received in China. So to paint more of a picture, so like you said, I graduated. After I graduated from college, I landed my first job in China teaching English to children. I was teaching kids as young as 3 years old all the way up to 14. But I was primarily working with like the elementary age range of kids. And I was out there for 6 months. I was supposed to do a year. That's how long my contract was. So prior to my last 14 days, I was just teaching, exploring, you know what I'm saying, experiencing, and just living my best life. Honestly, China was a blast. You know what I'm saying? So the wake up call that happened occurred on April 4th, 2019. So this is month 6 for me. And I'm finna get ready to go to this event. I have the day off from work, so I'm finna get ready to go to this event. And the event was in the afternoon, so I go through my typical morning preparations and routines. And before I started to get ready to go, before I started to get ready to head to the event, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pregame first before I leave. So those that don't know what pregaming is, this is when you and your friends finna go out and, you know what I'm saying, have a night full of festivities. Like, okay, before we go out, let's turn up at the house real quick. Then we're gonna slide. So that's what I was doing. I was like, I'm gonna pregame before I slide. So I'm in my apartment by myself, sipping some Chinese liquor, smoking some cannabis at my little silver pipe, and I'm getting ready to go. I finish. I'm good. I'm ready to go. Make sure I got everything here. Knock at the door. I look through a peephole, and there's 3 officers from the Beijing police on the other side of the door. I'm like, oh shit, boy. What are they doing here? Like, what? So I scramble, put everything up, open the door. They walk in. Question me all off the rip. They question me about, you know what I'm saying, drugs and if there's anything in the house. And I'm just like, of course I'm lying. I'm trying to play the fool. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, I tripping. Some time passes. They pretty much then they another officer enters the apartment, and that's when they had me do a drug test right there on the spot. So I do the once I realized I had to do a drug test, I said, oh yeah, it's over with. I'm like, it's over with. So do the drug test, failed the drug test, of course. You know what I'm saying? Then they arrest me, sit me down in the van, and I'm just contemplating and just reflecting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, this shit is for real. Like, I'm getting arrested in China. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows this is happening to me. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't really communicate with these people. I'm pretty I'm pretty screwed right about now. But I know deep down in my spirit that I'm gonna be all right at the end of the day. I don't know how things are gonna play out, but I know I'm gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta hold myself accountable. That's most importantly. I gotta hold myself accountable. So boom, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Made a choice, and this is the repercussions from it. So it's like I gotta live with it. All right. So 2, what's gonna happen next? I have no clue. I'm gonna find out for sure. I'm gonna find out what's gonna happen, but I have no clue what's gonna happen. And then 3, I'm like, damn, but nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm gonna get out this situation, honestly, because I'm like, nobody knows this is happening to me. I'm supposed to be meeting some friends and everything to go to the event I was supposed to head to. So I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna show up to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just already thinking ahead. And most, you know what I'm saying, just trying to maintain positive and just keep my sanity, honestly. So they take me to one precinct. We only there for like 40 minutes, and I'm just sitting down handcuffed the whole time. And then they come get me, throw me back in the van. I don't know where we heading to now. Now we end up at another precinct. This one's a lot bigger with holding cells. So they put me in, had me change clothes, put me in a holding cell. All right. And I was at this precinct, the second precinct, for 14 hours. So within the 14 hours, they got my mugshot, handprint, did my interrogation and everything. Interrogation scene is crazy within the book because like they walked me to the down to the bottom of the basement of the jail, and we go into this room, and they walk me to this chair. It's all metal. It looks like an electric chair, but it's all metal, and it locks my ankles, my thighs, my waist, my chest, and my arms all in one place. So I'm sitting like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting just like this here, locked up, you know what I'm saying? Just doing the whole interrogation. And that's a very suspenseful part of the book as well. So after I did, you know what I'm saying, do the interrogation, so I'm just back in the holding cell, just replaying everything, just reflecting, and just, you know what I'm saying, just trying to figure out, I'm just at war with my reflections, honestly. It's at war with my reflections. Just, I'm still in disbelief. Like, I'm still high too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, well, this shit is, I can't believe this is happening. Why me out of all people? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I knew, I'm like, it's happening to me for a reason. For sure. Of course, I was doing something I should not have been doing. I'm conscious of that. That is what it is. But I'm like, I feel like it's more of a reasoning behind just me specifically out of all the people. You know what I'm saying? It was all the people. Me, I'm like, I knew it was for a very, very, you know what I'm saying, specific reason. And that's why I was just trying to figure out, okay, what is the reasoning? You know what I'm saying? So after time passes, they come to get me from the holding cell. It's nighttime at this point. I have no clue what time it is. I could just look at the window and ain't no sun out no more. So it's dark. We walk back to the lobby, and they bring my basket of clothes and tell me to get dressed. So I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess my plan, my strategy worked, just being compliant and going with the, you know what I'm saying? It works. So I'm getting dressed, boom, 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 I'm waiting. And then they had me follow them to this through this door that's behind the front desk. So walk through the door, and now I'm in the hallway. At the end of the hallway, it's a small room crowded with officers. I'm like, I don't know what's down there, but I followed the officer. And once we enter the room, we in the evidence room. And I'm like, it's got to be an evidence room. There's evidence bags, some other cases all over this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All my evidence that was confiscated from my apartment was on the table. And they took the weed that I had, and they weighed it up in front of me. I had 1.4 grams. Now, for those that aren't really knowledgeable about cannabis, it was just 1.4 grams of anything isn't a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot. So I ain't had much on me. So they had me sign and thumbprint some contract I couldn't read. And so I signed thumbprint, and then we get back in the van. Now I've been in these folks' custody all day. I ain't ate nothing, I ain't drunk nothing. I ain't really asked no questions. I ain't really spoken unless it was directly spoken to. I have no clue what we're going now. I'm just hoping they finna let me go. That's what I'm like, I just hope they're finna let me go. So we riding, and then like some time passes, and we arrive at this facility with tall walls and barbed wire. I was like, okay, I see what's going on, for sure. So process me, you know what I'm saying, take me to my cell. And when I enter, like when the CO opened the door, like immediately I see two inmates. Mind you, it's like 4:00 in the morning. I see two inmates awake, standing against the wall, watching the rest of the inmates that are asleep. So I'm looking at them, they looking at me. They both Chinese. So I'm like, why are you standing up watching these folks? You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all got going on here? I look at the people that are asleep, the inmates that sleep, they all Chinese as well. And the way I describe it in the book, it looks like you know what I'm saying, back in the day when you was a kid, y'all had like a little sleepover with your cousins, you know what I'm saying, a little slumber party. There's a limited amount of space to sleep, so everybody got to just make room, you know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like, but these random grown men. So I'm sitting there doing a head count. Okay, including me, it's 15 of us in the cell. I'm counting the beds, which are wooden bunks. It's 9 beds. So I'm like, okay, that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why these folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they look like they sleeping a little bit too close to one another. No, they just got to make room, you know what I'm saying, for everybody. So I look to my left, the bathroom is there. It's a own separate room. walls are glass, so everybody can see straight into it. So this thing, of course, a squat toilet, which is pretty much a hole around the squat. And my shower was water hose with a shower head side, essentially. So, yeah, so I was just, walk up to the slumber party. And one of the inmates that was standing taking a watch, so to make room for me. So they make room for me. My bowl and spoon up underneath the bunk, and I just lay down my back like the brass like on the ceiling, and just like, man, just, no one has explained anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I showed up to that for that today, and the next day, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna cause. Don't show up work. Yeah, I'm here to teach, so like class gonna start, and I'm not in there. That's gonna cause complete chaos. So I'm like, okay, that's gonna be I gotta wait at least a day. I know I'm not gonna waste. I'm gonna sit here at least a day to the weekend before. You know what I'm saying? I'm really like on the radar. Okay, where is he? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, I had a girlfriend at the time too, so I'm like, all I gotta do is miss 1-2 of her messages, and there's gonna be another red flag. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a minute before folks realize like I'm missing, but it's gonna happen soon. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know what I'm saying, I just gotta just stay down, trust the process. So, and what I pretty much just broke down was the first chapter of the book. Essentially, that's all within the first chapter. So I was locked up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 15 people to one cell, 9 wooden beds. And for those 14 days, all I had was one bowl and one spoon.
So let me ask you this, Chance. As you were sitting there for 14 days, I'm sure that how am I going to get out of here? When are people going to figure out I'm gone? What's the U.S. going to do to help me out in this experience that I'm having right now? I'm sure all that went through your head. But were there times that you started looking at the situation and you said, if I ever get out of here, I'm going to blank? Did that happen for you?
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, I'm locked up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm in this one set, and that's the majority of the book is in one setting. I'm in this cell. And it's like I'm in it with other Chinese people. I don't speak Mandarin like that. So as far as communication, it's non-existent. Only communication I'm really doing is with myself. It's a lot of self-reflection. First 3 chapters is nothing but reflection. So like I said, when I was still in holding cell, I'm like, but this is happening to me for a reason. Now, I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to take away from the situation just yet, but I know in due time, you know what I'm saying, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And it just had time to think about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like life has so many distractions as far as really just, you know what I'm saying, the basic things you got to do just to survive for real. Like that alone is enough to distract you and keep you from really thinking about what's truly important to you and your journey. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to just sit down and not really talk to nobody for a good little portion of time. Oh yeah, I was able to, okay, you know what I'm saying? Damn. What do I want to, who am I? What, you know what I'm saying? What am I going to do when I get back to America? Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to start, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start all over again, for real. You know what I'm saying? As far as just finding a career and just like, it was just finding a job and, you know what I'm saying? Just figuring out what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm going to do something with this experience. I don't know what just yet. I'm gonna do something. I'm not going through this just for no reason. No. And I ain't the type of person who go through a hardship or face a little bit of adversity. I just tuck my tail between my legs and keep them. I'm like, I'm gonna do something with this experience. I just don't know what. I don't know how I'm gonna share it, but I know I'm gonna do something with it. And then, you know what I'm saying, once I got back home, time progressed. That's when I was posed the idea, like, damn, bro, you should write a book about it. I'm like, that's a good idea. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely like was reflecting a lot on just like, okay, what, you know what I'm saying, what am I supposed to take from this experience, most importantly. You know what I'm saying? Because everything we go through is for a reason and preparation for what's in store for you. You know what I'm saying? So
What were the biggest lessons, Chance, that you brought out of the experience?
well, I say one, um, definitely do your research when you're traveling. For sure, for sure. Definitely do your research, you know what I'm saying? Know what you know what I'm saying, know the vibrations, the laws, frequencies, and just the flow, you know what I'm saying, of whatever land you choose to embark in. And just, you know what I'm saying, however locals move, man, move just like them. That's most importantly, one. Two, sometimes we can move too fast in life. We can move too fast in life, and the universe will send us signs, multiple signs, you know what I'm saying, of to slow down if we choose to take heed to them. If we don't, then our luck gonna run out eventually, and the universe gonna, you know what I'm saying, put you in a predicament where you have no choice but to slow down. And when that, if that does occur, you know what I'm saying, all right, are you conscious enough to be able to take the lesson that you're supposed to receive? You know what I'm saying? Are you mature enough to hold yourself accountable? And you know what I'm saying, take it with a grain of salt. Don't really get too hung up on, but you know what I'm saying, why me, just all on the negative. You know what I'm saying? What can you take away? What's a positive that you can take away? It's all about a perspective, your mindset, how you choose to look at something. So, you know what I'm saying? When you get signs, universe to slow down, take heed. You know what I'm saying? Before it gets too, you know what I'm saying, your luck runs out. And three is just like, you know what I'm saying, everybody's gonna face adversity, you know what I'm saying, along your life journey. You know what I'm saying? You running your marathon, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you trying to accomplish in life, you know what I'm saying, it's like a marathon. Life is a marathon. It's gonna be long, continuous. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get tired, you're gonna get fatigued, you know what I'm saying? People you running with, they gonna get tired. Some of them gonna stop running, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to get you to stop running, you know what I'm saying, drag you down, but no, you gotta keep going, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you face your adversity, like I said, adversity introduces a man to himself. So take what you need to take from every situation, good or bad, you know what I'm saying? Apply it to your life moving forward for the betterment of you. And don't let no hard time humble you. Learn for sure, but you know what I'm saying, don't let, you know what I'm saying, just don't let it define you, or don't let it, you know what I'm saying, discourage you, or you know what I'm saying, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just take what you need to take from it, you know what I'm saying, and just keep going, bro. And you know what I'm saying, the sky's the limit.
So as you brought those messages and those understandings out of Beijing with you, you get back in the States and you decide to work with children and help them learn those lessons. Can you describe the process or the steps that you went to really start bringing that message to the youth?
I like when I working with just, you know what I'm saying, just kids in general, it really don't matter what age range, because I don't work with, you know what I'm saying, multiple age ranges up until this point. So it's just like, just being able to make those young spirits conscious of just life and the purpose of life. You know what I'm saying? You just not here just to, because your parents, you know what I'm saying, whatever story your parents told you, you know what I'm saying, why you, nah, bro, you here for a real reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, how well do you know yourself? I feel like as children, we really don't know ourselves that well, at least to be able to articulate and elaborate on our mindsets and why we think the way we think and why we behave the way we behave. So I just like to just plant seeds and just, you know what I'm saying, just tap brains, just, you know what I'm saying, have them think about stuff they don't really typically think about. You know what I'm saying? Just like, just, you know what I'm saying, just offering just perspectives that I know their peers aren't giving them, or you know what I'm saying, they not gonna get at home. You know what I'm saying, just exposing them to just different outlooks, you know what I'm saying, and perspectives and knowledge, and you know what I'm saying, just in any way you know what I'm saying, I can, you know what I'm saying, it's really, I mainly just from talking, communication. That's the easiest form for me, you know what I'm saying. I can connect well with children for some reason, you know what I'm saying. So, and the kids really take heed to the things that I say, and really, you know what I'm saying, they gravitate towards me for real, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of them look up to me. I can tell, you know what I'm saying, without them even having to say it, you know what I'm saying? So just, you know what I'm saying, just exposure. Honestly, exposure is everything. The more you're exposed to, the more open-minded you will be, and you'll look and perceive things and go about things completely different versus somebody with a closed mind that, you know what I'm saying, ain't been exposed to anything.
And those are messages that are so important for the kids to hear, and to come from a place where you have some credibility. You've experienced some things that they hope they never experience, like your time in China, but you've also experienced a lot of things that they want to experience. The 9 years that you played ball, and how important that was to you. You mentioned earlier, Chance, that you're still trying to find the fullness of your purpose. But in this now, what would you say your purpose is?
And encouragement, uplifting spirits, motivating people. That's just what I do best. I've always been that resource for peers ever since I was a child. You know what I'm saying? As a child, I even, you know what I'm saying, had adults, grown adults come to me, and, you know what I'm saying, to vent and get a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Just because my energy is like no other. You know, and you read it like in 14 days, like, but this is a messed up predicament this boy is in, but he is so calm. Like, I don't see how he's so calm right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just a positive spirit. So, and a lot of people, a lot of people just aren't positive. You know what I'm saying? It's like not a lot of positive energy in this world. So you come across someone that is the embodiment of that, and it's, you know what I'm saying, they not trying to be, you know what I'm saying, they ain't, like, it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's just authentic. It's truly authentic. So just being that source for whoever, you know what I'm saying, I can know you for X amount of years, or I could just meet you today, and you know what I'm saying, we just tapping in, you know what I'm saying, and learning more about you and what you got going on. I'm definitely gonna encourage you or give you words of wisdom or motivation, and whichever way the message is delivered to me, I'm just a messenger. I'm gonna deliver it to you for sure. And I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm a fire sign, very passionate. You know what I'm saying? Very, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel me for sure. You're gonna feel my energy. But it's always gonna be calm and peaceful. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. A lot of people don't have peace around them. People come around me as, man, bro, I feel so relaxed around you. I feel I can talk to you about anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a whole different vibe. So that's just where I'm at with it right now. So just like being able to figure out what are some ways that I can just monetize off of it for real, because I just do it naturally. So yeah, so I still figuring it out for sure. I know I definitely have a talent in telling stories. So I know through writing my books and telling my stories, I can do that for people as well.
Chance, what difference do you want to make in the world? How do you want to see the world different by the way you show up in it?
I got a quote. You know what I'm saying? It's my quote. It's like, every day broaden your level of understanding. I feel like a lot of people don't understand anything. They're just going with the flow. We wake up, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? It's just routine that you have no understanding of why the routine is even there in the first place. You're just doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're just being a robot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every day broadening your level of understanding, and because with understanding comes acceptance, and also just impacting people. You know what I'm saying? Motivating people, and exposing, making people think about stuff they don't typically think about. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or just they won't never get, you know what I'm saying, be presented just because of the people they're around or the environments they come from. You know what I'm saying? Just offering a different perspective. It's just a breath of fresh air. Something that you would think is taboo, but until you get around me, it's like, okay, bro, you really like this? Like, okay, this is, you know what I'm saying? I can be cool. I can control my emotions. I don't have to be, so, you know what I'm saying? Just stuff that, you know what I'm saying, folks just aren't just keen to, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, And also, you know what I'm saying, how well do people know themselves? I feel like people don't really know themselves. Like people can't sit here and talk about themselves and elaborate on who they are and what they do, you know what I'm saying, at all. So it's like, I just feel like these are important things to, you know what I'm saying, just you and your journey, you know what I'm saying, being able to know yourself and understand yourself, know and understand your environment, your demographics, where you come from, why all of it, how those two play a role in to why you where you are in your life right now, and how, you know what I'm saying, everybody else's lives are different, and you know what I'm saying, they come from different backgrounds, and you know what I'm saying, different upbringings, and they are the way that they are because of that, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, okay, I got my cards, this cards I was dealt, so how can I make the most out of the hand that I was given? You feel me? So
Yeah, there's so many opportunities for us once we start understanding who we are and how everything came together to bring us to the space that we are, or the place that we are right now, and then to know that we can take all the goods of that and all the things that we learned from that and really catapult ourselves or rocket ourselves into living our way instead of following all those old rules that you shared, the rules that society gave us or the rules that our parents gave us, that they just did it for our own good in their minds, not realizing that we had to be our own person and we had to live our life our way. Believe it or not, Chance, we're already at the end of our time together, and I really want you to give the audience something that I know they're going to need. Could you share a parting piece of guidance with us? So um, just to help them find exactly what you're talking about.
all right, so I say most importantly, you know what I'm saying, learn yourself if you don't know yourself well. Or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you don't know yourself well, that's the first thing. I feel like that's just the first step. And a great way to truly learn yourself, go on a getaway. Take a getaway, you know what I'm saying? Just you. Just you. Go someplace you've always been wanted to go, but have never gone. You know what I'm saying? And when you do go, limit your cell phone use. Of course, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be in some place you don't know. So you're gonna need it to move and groove, and you know what I'm saying, and all of that. As far as just communication to the, you know what I'm saying, outside world, the world that's not existent based on where you are currently, you know what I'm saying, on your trip. So eliminate all of that, and spend a good amount of time out there just by yourself. Try different things you ain't never done, you know what I'm saying, and do it. Of course, you're gonna do a lot of self-reflection anyway, just because it's just you. You'll be surprised how much you learn about yourself. You know what I'm saying? How much you'll be able to take away from just that small little trip. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially that's what I did. Moved to the other side of the world, just me. You know what I'm saying? It was harmonious. I learned a lot. Then I got locked up. I learned even more. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So I was in a foreign place. I had never been. I was always curious of going, you know what I'm saying? And just had time to just learn a lot about myself. So I encourage everybody to travel. Life is bigger than the world you come from. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other worlds within our world. You know what I'm saying? China, that's a completely different world. It's a completely different world, but it's still on Earth. You feel me? Africa, that's a whole completely different world. South America, that's a whole completely different world. Middle East, that's a whole completely different world. But we all coexist in the same world. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just traveling is very vital. You know what I'm saying? Just learning how life is just different everywhere you go. So who's to say what's the correct way of living? You know what I'm saying? Because every place you go is drastically different. So, you know what I'm saying? Just understand yourself, and then understand the world, your world, and then the worlds around you. You know what I'm saying? Is with understanding comes acceptance. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I can say about that, man. Just take some time to yourself, man. Take a little getaway. You deserve it.
Thank you so much for that advice, Chance. I know there's going to be people that want to read 14 Days in Beijing, and going to want to know more about you, the nonprofit. How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so 14 Days of Beijing available on Amazon. I also have a free version available on Amazon as well. And the free version is available on Apple Books, Kobo, and other book streaming platforms. As far as to find me, man, just it'd be the best way to find me. Go to Google, Google and search Chancellor K. Jackson or 14 Days of Beijing. I'll pop right up. You'll find everything for sure.
Excellent. Thanks, Chance Jackson, for sharing your story with us, sharing the amazing life that you're living now, and the fact that there's even more great stuff coming down the road. And I want to personally thank you for working with the children and helping children see that there's a new way, and a way that can be their way, and they can find to be happy, successful, and bring more of themselves to the world. So thank you for what you're doing.
And it's what I'm here for. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. For sure.
Excellent. We are so glad that you are. On behalf of Mary, my wife and business partner, the entire team at Imagine Miracles, we want to wish each and every one of you a miracle day.
You've completed this episode of The Miracle You, but we have plenty more to help you discover your own personal passion and purpose. Head over to themiracleyou.com for free resources to assist you on your journey, as well as register for our free webinar, Discover Your Miracle Life, 3 mind-awakening steps toward your unique purpose, or apply for a one-on-one Your Life, Your Way breakthrough session and discover your next best step on your journey. All available exclusively on our website. That's themiracleyou.com. We look forward to sharing more experiences of passion, purpose, and life by design next time, right here on The Miracle You.